Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wingcat Sports, and it's just a Red Wing rumor mill video today. For the most part, it's always been quiet with the Red Wings around this time of year. We haven't fully gotten into the off season yet. People are trying to figure out what we're doing with the draft, if we're going to be trading people, if we're losing people to sign somewhere else. Really, not that much. Just random rumors that people have been talking about. Ideas being thrown around. First off, we're going to start with the goaltending, like always. Is our goaltending good enough? We talked about Husso being traded away, but I saw something today talking about Alex Lynn being traded away instead and having Husso as the backup.
What if that's the case? Then you got to think that we're going to go out after the ball market, or minus the
A
Allmark.
better goaltender than what we currently have, basically. Regardless, I think Husso would be out of the two. Technically, don't have Bernier anymore. No, not Bernier. Yeah, Bernier. But whatever. Reimer. We don't have Reimer anymore. But regardless, you're going to need to get better than Husso or Linen, probably.
Where did Reimer go?
Reimer hasn't been signed anywhere. He was on a 1-year deal. I don't know why I thought Bernier. I mean, Bernier was here for a year. He did decent. But Reimer, I wouldn't mind back. And if we did a Reimer, Linen goaltending tandem again next year, like I've said it before in previous videos, I would be happy with the Reimer.
Allmark.
Well, you want to give up a bunch of picks for Linus Allmark. But I mean, you could also trade some young guys. You could trade Berggren away. You could trade. There's one young guy I haven't heard much of since. Well, couple of them. I haven't heard much about Casper. And I haven't heard anything this year about Soderblom.
Right. I mean, both those guys 2 years ago were the big names. Now
I haven't heard.
I haven't disappointing even with Soderblom, seeing his size.
I haven't even heard a single thing about him throughout the whole entire year. I didn't hear a single thing. I mean, maybe they felt he still needed some development down there, and he has the time, but I didn't hear a single thing.
Even named as one of their top 10 prospects.
Like,
not on the list.
But I don't know what kind of year he had this year that he dropped, but he was somebody who we were looking forward to because of his size, and he even played some games up here a couple of years ago, and he's gone. But goaltending wise, I don't think they're going to do anything major. They might go after somebody for a couple of years, but nothing too big.
Well, that's what I mean. Allmark fits them until Kosa is available, or Augustine. I think Allmark would be a great guy to go after if you could trade maybe Johansson for him and one of our goaltenders. So you got to do something with Johansson and Berggren.
Either going to play it or not. That's what we got to decide. Other things going on. The rumors is that, of course, David Perron wants to resign with the Red Wings, but he might be going to a rival. If he doesn't sign with us, he might be signing with the Maple Leafs.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. Leaving for the Maple Leafs. There is the rumors with the Maple Leafs that the extension talks have begun between them and Tyler Bertuzzi. So no Bertuzzi coming back.
Yeah. Well, maybe if they sign Perron, we'll sign Bertuzzi.
I know Max Domi is a free agent if you want to take someone from Toronto and have Domi on the wings.
He's kind of a tough guy.
He's the son of Ty Domi, so
he's not Ty Domi, but
he's not Ty Domi.
He might be a better scorer than Ty Domi, but not as much of a tough guy.
But it is a very much a quiet off season. Well, rumor wise, to the moment for the Red Wings. We'll see what they do in free agency. They got a lot of guys leaving. In free agency potentially going into next year, but I haven't really heard too much. We are sitting on some cap space, but I'm trying to figure it out before exactly what it is. But there isn't much. We haven't heard anything yet on the extensions of Raymond and Seider. That has been kind of quiet. Projected cap space at the moment for the Red Wings is $29 million.
They got the room. They should do something, but they still have to sign their guys.
So I'm assume at least 8 and 8. Just assume 8 and 8, maybe around there for Seider and Raymond.
Right.
They just average out to about $16 million of that being taken away for those two. That leaves $13 million.
Right.
For everything else.
They got room for a couple of big names.
Maybe Patrick Kane comes back. We'll see if that actually happens.
I don't think that's happening.
And the longer it kind of waits on it, the less I think we haven't heard anything about them talking about an extension. So I don't think anything's going to happen on that front.
I
But
think movement will start happening after the draft or right before the draft because they're going to trade some picks for people.
probably that
Bruins don't have a pick till the fourth round, so that's what I'm saying. Strike while the iron's hot.
I heard.
Maybe you can get them cheap.
I did see something about a mock draft, or one of the mock drafts had us trading up for a two-way player. But
Trading up
yes,
for a guy who won't be here for 3 or 4 years.
yes,
Great.
that's what I saw in one little mock draft they were talking about. Oh, okay. We'll
This
see.
is not supposed to be even a good draft. You haven't heard much about any. I don't even know who the top guy is who's supposed to go in the draft.
He didn't seem very excited when they were doing the lottery draft. He's like, "Oh, yay,
There's not. I don't even
San
think anyone's in the
Jose!
draft.
I get to go play in California."
Right. I mean, I don't think anyone cared. I don't think anyone. I don't think there's a player out there that anyone's all that excited about.
So this article, let's see what this article is. Red Wings, for the most part, like we're in top 15, but they say we trade with Columbus, and that's pretty far up there because I think Columbus
Trade
is
what?
that they would trade the 15th overall pick and Justin Hall.
Oh, that'd be good. I'd do that. Get rid of Justin Hall.
And they require Boone Jenner and a 2025 third round pick
Where's Columbus drafting?
for the 15th overall pick.
Where are
Uh,
we drafting?
I believe Columbus is pretty high up there because they sucked last year. I think they're a top 5.
I don't know why they would do that, but go ahead.
I mean, if they ate that's fine with me.
That would be awesome. I don't know why Columbus would do that, but
But for the most
makes no
part,
sense to
I'm
me.
not seeing too much. Besides that, it is a quiet week for the Red Wings. I try my best to find stuff to talk about, but there ain't much
No, we know
on
what they
there.
need. We need we're gonna. It's not nothing's gonna happen until after the probably Stanley Cup, and then things will start eating up. Teams will start
Yeah,
signing people, figuring out where they're at. We got to figure out where Patrick Kane's going.
whether he's staying or not. I would honestly. So this article was saying Patrick Kane 2.75 million. If this probably around, unless that was his contract last year. But I mean, he would get roughly the same, regardless.
Is he going to accept 2.75 million?
I mean, I would hope. But if
That seems awful low for what he thinks he's worth.
that's what he made last year, I mean, if he did well, I mean, maybe a couple million more, 4 mil.
I don't know. I can't. That all depends on, like I said, if they think these young guys in Grand Rapids are ready to come up here and do exactly what Patrick Kane can do.
Another guy under 30, Elias Lindholm from Vancouver is set to be a free agent. He was making 4.85 million. So sign him maybe to 6-7 million at most. I think it's probably around there, maybe 5 if you could get close to it
He's
for a
good.
couple years. He's a scorer.
Okay.
15 goals, 44 points.
What's his size? Is he big?
No.
Jeez, another small mosquito.
Sam Reinhart, 28
That's
years
who
old,
I want.
6.5 million. Maybe possible.
That's who I want.
So we'll see
But
maybe.
if they're going to get a forward, is there who's the defenseman? I mean, the defense is what I think we need.
Defense is what I need. Let's see.
So you're prepared for this.
No, I wasn't. We actually got.
Wings suck.
They,
No.
no, this is last year. This is a year ago, so definitely not. Definitely not. Here we go. We'll do it this one. Well, if this would actually, go out their way and actually show. I honestly, there ain't too much for the Wings to go after. Much. There's not really anything the Wings can do on defense. They're gonna have to trade people away.
Yeah, like I said, that we've been talking about. We need Allmark, and we need a good defenseman if there's one out there to get. Need to get rid of Petrie and Hall, they should not be on the team next year.
No,
So
I don't want Peter Hall on the team next year, but
Edmondson will be on the team, possibly Johansson, although I don't know how good he is. So
yeah, I mean that's what I said. There ain't much going on. I don't think the Wings are going to do too much. Anyone who's expecting a bunch of stuff to happen, it ain't happening. I mean, honestly, they talked about bringing Shane Gostisbehere back
yeah,
potentially, and he did pretty decent. I'd be happy if he came
yeah,
back,
I think that he'd be a good guy to have back.
but there isn't much.
What are they going to give him? 4 mil?
Well, maybe, but I mean, it all depends. You got Chris Tanevi. He was on the Dallas Stars. He got traded from, I believe, Calgary, if I remember correctly. I mean, he might be decent. He's just older, 34. I don't know if they want to go older. You just want to go crazy, we go Vladimir Tarasenko. Get all these old wingers that
No,
played
I
well
think we
years
know
ago.
where direction we're taking. These younger guys are coming up from Grand Rapids next year. It's just what veterans we want to retain. If we want to retain Patrick Kane, we want to retain Ghost, Spronger, uh, those type of players. We got to figure out who we want to fit in here. Berggren and Johansson have to either come up or be traded, either
Yeah,
or.
but
So we're at the end of the rope with them.
yeah, like I said, they. I wish there was more to talk about with the Wings besides just repeating the same stuff every week, but it is what it is. With that being said, though, if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, share the video around. Let me know what you think the Wings will do in the offseason. And until next time, hope to see everybody soon.